Namaskar, Shubhodupur Shabaike, and good afternoon to all my dear distinguished delegates. I am Ishita Ray, a student of the first semester B.Ed section of University BT and Evening College, Cooch, Behar. So, first of all, I would like to thank our guide, Dr. Aniruddha Burmon sir, for giving us the chance to present about our topic through video presentation. So, my topic is home language versus school language, which falls under course 4 unit 2, understanding the language background. So here we are going to start our presentation.
So my dear friends, let's start today's presentation about home language versus school language. Let's see the contents. It begins with what is language, then home language, school language, characteristics of home and school language, key differences between them, roles of school language and challenges with it, strategies to bridge the gap, MTB, MLE, educational theories supporting home language, policies supporting home language, case examples from India. So, what is language? Primarily, the way we communicate with other people, but it's more than just communication. It is the primary method by we do things together. Language is the accumulation of shared meaning of common ground. Home language, also considered as language background. The language background is the native language spoken by the respondents. Home language, primarily spoken by a child at home, often the first language learned from family members, rooted in cultural and social identity. According to UNESCO, the home language, often referred to as the mother tongue, is the first language a child is exposed to at home, serving as the foundation for cognitive and linguistic development as well as the cultural identity. Suppose, for example, a child in West Bengal may speak Bengali at home but attend an English medium school. In tribal areas, children may speak Santali or Kurukh, which are often not recognized in formal schooling. So, what is school language? The language used for instruction in educational settings, often the dominant or the official language of the region. It is mainly used for the teaching, communication, and administrative purposes in school, also known as languages of instruction, academic language, instruction language, and medium of instruction. According to UNESCO, school language refers to the language used as the medium of instruction in schools, determining how students access, comprehend, and express knowledge within formal education. So here at the term you can see access, comprehend, and express the knowledge within formal education. Some common examples of the school languages in India are English, Hindi, regional languages like Bengali, Tamil, Marathi, etc. And here you can see the characteristics side by side of home language and school language. Home language is naturally acquired. Children pick this up through immersion. There are no formal lessons. They learn by listening to caregivers and mimicking sound and patterns. School language is formally taught. This requires deliberate effort. School language learn rules of grammars, spelling, and sophisticated vocabulary through the direct instruction from the teachers. Home language is emotionally and culturally rooted. This is the language of identity, family history, and deep feelings. It carries idioms and traditions, whereas the school language is considered socially dominant. This is the prestige language used in public life, government, and the professional settings. It is the language of the power in the society's broader social structure. Home language is the language of thought. This is usually the internal monologue. Most people dream and process immediate instinctive reactions in their home language. Whereas the school language is academic oriented. This is the language used for complex and cognitive tasks. Home language is flexible and contextual. It is often informal, content, slang, shorthand, and code switching. These are common because the speaker and the listener usually share the same background knowledge. And school language may be unfamiliar to the learner because for many students, the vocabulary and the sentence structure used in the textbooks are entirely different from the language how they speak at home, creating a learning gap, and it should be fixed. Sometimes the home language is non-standardized. This includes dialects, regional variations, or the family-specific ways of speaking that may not follow the official dictionary rules. And in case of school language, it has to be standardized because it follows strict, uniform rules of grammar and syntax. It is the correct version of the language and used in publishing, exams, and formal writing. So here are the key differences between home language and school language. First of all, home language begins with telegraphic speech. Example, just two or three words are enough to express what I want. And in case of school language, it can begin with full sentences. And I'm giving an example that how home language and school language differs. Suppose I'm going to describe the evaporation process. To my friends, I can say, when it gets really hot, the puddles just disappear into the air. And for school language, or when I'm going to write to teacher, as the temperature increases, liquid water undergoes evaporation and transition into a gaseous state known as the water vapor. Home language is the natural part of our daily life, and school language is the new aspect in the learner's life. Home language has no basis in grammar. School language has basis in grammar. Home language does not require conscious effort. School language requires conscious effort. Home language based in listening at a first resource. School language involves technical knowledge of the language. Home language doesn't require instruction. School language requires instruction. So here we are going to discuss about the role of school language. Knowledge acquisition. School language is the medium through which students access and comprehend academic knowledge. Cognitive development. Learning in a structured school language fosters the critical thinking and problem solving skills. Social integration enables students from diverse linguistic backgrounds to communicate and connect in a shared language. Global competence. For language like English is widely used as the school language, equips students to participate in global platforms. Skill development helps students develop literacy, communication, and academic skills necessary for their future education and careers. And here some drawbacks of the school languages, and you can say the challenges with the school language. So first of all, it is language barrier. Students whose home language differs from the school language may face difficulties in comprehension, expression, and academic performance. Loss of home language. Prioritizing the school language can lead to a decline in the use of home language, impacting the cultural preservation. Cognitive stress. Learning complex subject in non-native school language can increase the cognitive strain, slowing down academic progress, and also can increase the school dropouts. Equity issues. Students from marginalized communities may lack access to the resources to master the school language, creating the educational disparities. Exclusion of minority language. Dominance of certain school language can marginalize speaker of regional and primitive language. So there are some strategies to fix this problem with the school language. So first of all, mother tongue based education, then bilingual or multilingual education, adequate teachers training, culturally relevant curriculum should be implemented, code switching, bilingual textbook, language mapping, peer tutoring, visual aids, and local stories. And here is the MTB-MLE, or the mother tongue based multilingual education. So how it is implemented? So for the grade 1 to 3, home language should be the medium. For grade 4 to 5, introduction to the second language should be implemented. And from grade 6 to the higher grades, bilingual or multilingual instruction can be implemented. There are some educational theories that supports home language, such as Cummins' BICS and CALP theory, Vygotsky's sociocultural theory, Krushen's input hypothesis, and policy supporting home language. Three language formula 1968, National Curriculum Framework NCF 2005, National Educational Policy or NEP 2020. Case examples from India. So Odisha, Andhra Pradesh implemented MTB-MLE programs. Madhya Pradesh introduced Bhil and Gondi textbooks. Nagaland prioritizes local language for primary education. So here are the references I have used for this presentation. And here I am ending today's presentation. Thank you everyone for listening and have a good day ahead.